All right, so they said these is rappers' most disturbing last recordings. Now they got King Von as the motherfucking thumbnail. Now I don't even know if it's gonna be King Von last recording because you know a lot of times they ass be motherfucking saying shit, and that shit don't motherfucking be, you feel me, having shit to do with the motherfucking thumbnail and shit. I'm like, damn, they got my goof ass and shit. But hopefully they ain't capping. But if they is capping, hopefully it's a good video. I don't give a fuck. I just want to see a good video now. Shout out Trapologic. You feel me? We gonna like this video because you know we gotta support the shit. You feel me? And let's get into it.
One rapper predicted his death with his last recording, and another lost his life on a Ring camera recording. These are rappers' most disturbing last recordings. First, we gotta start with a rapper from Chicago named THFTP, because in his last recording, he lost his life in front of his family on February 8th, 2024.
Oh yeah, I seen that video. I thought when he said last recordings, his ass was talking about the last recordings that they actually made. Like that's like a surveillance camera. Somebody recording him getting killed. That wasn't his last recording, but I guess that's the last time he was on video though.
THFTP had just picked up his daughters from school and was walking down the street with a woman who was allegedly his girlfriend. They were on the west side of Chicago until two shooters pulled up and started firing at TP. It's unclear what THFTP did, but they wanted him gone because you can hear how many rounds they let off.
Yeah, I ain't gonna cap to you. That shit was fucked up though, what they did, motherfucking in front of a kid. But the streets and shit is fucked up. I ain't gonna cap to you. Now, I don't really know what the fuck, you feel me? I ain't gonna speak on the shit because I don't know. But rumor said that folks says it's the motherfucking that called and told them what Duck was at or whatever. Said, oh, Duck was DT. He the one that let them know where he was at. But I don't know for sure. That's just, I heard that shit in some YouTube video I was watching when I was doing a reaction and shit.
TP lost his life in front of his daughters, who ran away screaming while their father lost his life. After the shooters let off over 20 shots to end TP's life, they hopped back in the car and sped off. After THFTP died, some of his ops started posting the video of him where he lost his life. And 051 Drilla made a post on IG saying, I don't want to hear none of that crying about that video, because when my video was going around, it was on every op page. But now, let's move on to Jada because some say he predicted his own death in the last snippet that he ever posted.
His ass on the post. I ain't gonna cap to you. I thought his ass was gonna have like some motherfucking more different shit. Cause like damn it, everybody motherfucking know about this shit.
And it's pretty disturbing. Because on July 26th, 2022, Jay posted a snippet, and in the song, he raps, in my sleep, this get creep to my ops come and run down on me. Same used to ride my like to talk down on me. There's none but bad energy surrounding me.
In my sleep, get creepy, see my ops come and run down on me. Same used to ride my like to talk down on me. Cause I'm a bad energy surrounding me.
And literally, a day after posting the snippet, Jay would end up losing his life. On July 27th, 2022, Jay was sitting outside of a house in Bogalusa with his dad, having some drinks, when a truck pulled up, and three hopped out, ran up on him, and started letting off shots. Jay's dad started firing back, while he and Jay tried to get inside the house for cover. But that's when two more shooters came up from behind the house and started letting off shots too. By the time it was over,
you see, it wasn't really shit they could have really did in that situation. Unless they had to switch and just be like, duck down, get your spray and get all their ass down. That's a situation where a motherfucking automatic weapon will come in handy.
Jay had been hit up at least 8 times and was unfortunately pronounced dead at the hospital. Rap fans were shocked when the news broke about Jay's death.
The family of the victim, Devoria Scott, known as Jay the Youngin, they say that he was standing outside of his home on Superior Avenue when someone opened fire, killing the rap artist.
WDSU News reporter Shay O'Connor spoke to Scott's grandfather, and he says he wants justice.
But Jay the Youngin isn't the only rapper who predicted his death. XXXTentacion did the same in many recordings. And his last recording before his death is pretty disturbing, since he was being stalked by the guys who took his life at home.
Bro, this man is showing like, bro, this nigga now is showing. His ass low-key got me with this clickbait ass shit. I thought it was his rapper's last recordings. Yo ass should have been like rappers most recording last recordings. Last time rappers were seen on camera.
The whole day. Because before his death, X had a phone call with Adam 22. And Adam asked X when he planned on dying. And this is what he had to say.
When do you plan on dying?
Probably like 20.
Why would, but what type of question is that to ask a motherfucker? Like, when do you plan on dying? Like, that's some weird ass shit to even ask. Like, who even think to ask some shit like that?
25, probably like 25, 27.
25, huh?
I don't think they'll want me to be alive while my.
He said a young ass age. Like, that shit don't make it no better, bro. Like, even if you think, like, oh, that shit gonna happen, bro, don't say that shit out loud, bro. Say you gonna live. On game, manifest that shit. Don't be out here just because you think that negative shit. Don't speak it into existence, you feel me?
My kids alive, because if we are, then I'll just rule the earth.
On June 18th, 2018, X went live on Instagram to talk to his fans, and he spoke more about his death. And what he had to say was pretty disturbing because he talks about how he knew he might have died in a tragic way.
All right, let's say worst thing comes to worst, I die a tragic death or some, and I'm not able to see out my dreams. I at least want to know that the kids perceived my message.
On the same day after recording that live.
No, that's pretty weird that on the same day or a couple days after that shit happened. But I was trying to say, it's just like he was just probably saying, like, making a point, like, man, if something did happen, you feel me, this, that, and the third. Basically, just, you know how niggas be sometimes.
X would end up losing his life. Later that day, X went to a motorcycle and boat dealership in Deerfield Beach with his uncle. That's when a dude named Dedrick Williams saw X's car and called up some of his partners to pull up to see if X was really there. Around 3:30 p.m., a security camera called Williams, and a man named Allen followed X into the shop. They walked past X while he was checking out some motorcycles and bought 2 black masks. X and his uncle left the dealership about 30 minutes later. And that's when all 4 of the guys allegedly blocked X's car in with their SUV. Then 2 of the men hopped out and robbed him. One of the men...
And then his uncle ended up fucking running away and leaving his motherfucking nephew. Like, I ain't gonna capture you. Like, that shit just don't sit right to me, man. You supposed to be there for your nephew. At the end of the day, bro, you supposed to protect your nephew, folks. You can't. Why the fuck would you leave your nephew there, bro? And he the breadwinner at that. Like, that shit crazy as hell to me.
Grabbed a Louis V bag with $50,000 in it, while another snatched X's chain. X's uncle ran off during the situation, leaving his nephew alone. That's when one of the robbers ran back to the SUV and shot X 6 times.
And why the uncle wasn't carrying a pipe, bro? It's like, I don't understand that shit. Like, you know X gonna buy you out if some shit happen, bro. Carry that pipe on you, gang, so you could protect y'all. Like, that shit, bro, that X, boy, hell no. And it still probably could have went the same way because it was two, 3 niggas versus 1 nigga. But at least if the unk had a pipe, get the blowing at their ass, folk, shit probably could have been different on game. X ass could have had time to drive off while he's shooting all types of shit. But the unk ass motherfucker ain't have no weapon, nothing. His ass just ran away. He literally was useless. A useless motherfucker.
Times ending his life. And what's even more disturbing about the situation is that X predicted his death and was being stalked by the guys who killed him the whole day while shopping for a motorcycle. Now, let's move on to this Run rapper from Mississippi who had a disturbing recording where he nearly filmed himself getting hit up on Facebook Live. Because the rapper is on live, letting everyone know that he's one of the hardest rappers from Mississippi.
I know I'm like, I swear to God, I'm the hardest from Mississippi.
He then goes on to say that Mississippi is cursed.
It cursed because that good got shot, the helicopter trying to break down, bro. I know we hurt. On my mama.
You talking about that curse.
On my life.
No, there's lots of fucked up shit going on in Mississippi for sure. All types of shit, man. Mississippi is not. Who the fuck would want to really live in Mississippi, man? Let's be real. I got family that live in Mississippi. I went to Mississippi before. I hated that shit.
I know it's cursed.
And it's pretty disturbing because not long after saying that on the live, someone pulls up and starts hitting at him, which makes it seem like it actually is cursed.
When 11 vibe, I tend to run because I ain't used to that. Drinking drugs and on the pain and put me in the.
But this next situation.
Bro, did he survive? Like, what the fuck? We didn't get no more details on the situation. We just had bah, and then a nigga fell to the ground. So I don't know if because I can't say, oh, he fell to the ground because he got hit. Because shit, some niggas first response when they shoot is to fall to the ground and shit. I don't know.
is even crazier because a rapper from Florida known as Wavy Navy Pooh got hit up while driving with his family. Wavy came up in Liberty City, a neighborhood in Miami where he was surrounded by violence and criminal activity. Wavy said in an interview, "It feels like every week someone he knows got killed." Once he started doing well with his music, he started dealing with hatred and jealousy. In May 2020, Wavy was chilling with some of his partners until some of his ops pulled up and shot at the group of guys. Wavy was hit in the leg, but he survived and ended up firing back in self-defense. The police used this situation to link Wavy to a bunch of shootings in the Miami-Dade area in the previous year. And it was not until January 14th, 2022, that Wavy would experience a disturbing situation that would change his life forever. Wavy was riding around Miami in his black Toyota Camry with a woman and 2 kids. The Ford came to a stop at a red light when a gray car pulled up next to them and let off 80 shots into the car, killing them.
80 shots. And that's why they be trying to tell me, don't stop at the red lights, you feel me? And you can do it the smart way. Motherfuckers think, oh, you when they say don't stop at a red light, just go straight through that bitch. No, bro, your ass make a right turn, you feel me? Turn through the little parking lot and then turn out. Just make sure you keep moving. Make the turn before, you feel me? So you can come out on the streetway. How I drive, bro, I drive so I don't really be on no motherfucking street where it's lights. I be hitting the back roads and shit.
Wavy.
And if I do hit a street at a light, I'm motherfucking cut through corners and shit. Because you don't want to be waiting at a light anyway, even if you don't got no ops, because nigga, it could be somebody next to you that do get ops and they try to hit him up, they end up hitting you. Just keep moving.
The woman and the 2 kids came out uninjured, but traumatized by what they just witnessed. You can even hear the gunshots on a dash cam recording of a nearby officer, and it's pretty disturbing. And this next rapper situation is even...
And the police just driving slow as hell. I ain't gonna cap. It be situations in the city, 12 ass and hear some shit going on, they'll wait for the shit to happen, just let it happen. And after that, once the shit over with, then they gonna come and check it out. They ass like, man, we don't get paid enough to get fucked up. Gang.
Been more disturbing since he went on Instagram Live and basically asked for his ops to come take him out. A Florida rapper named Rolly Bands dissed his op on IG. It ended up getting killed 5 minutes later on July 22nd, 2022. Rolly hopped on IG and dared the ops to come try him if they won't smoke. He made a post saying, "A lot of these know where I live at for real. I sleep in peace. If I won't smoke, I'm at my crib in 5 minutes." Literally 5 minutes later, Rolly went walking his dog outside of his apartment when a shooter pulled up on him and started letting off shots.
Bro, I hope he had a gun up on him. Like, I don't know why niggas be egging people on. Like, you feel me? You gotta understand, if a nigga that's off a pill see that shit, he damn near gonna crash out just because he off a pill, folks. Like, niggas be tweaking and shit. Like, motherfuckers don't be thinking about their ass for real. But then you make a motherfucker think about you, that's when they actually gonna do some shit.
He tried to run off, but the shooter hopped out of the car and chased him down. 13 rounds went off, and Rolly got hit in the body and back of his head.
Damn. And even if they wasn't there, even if they was thinking about you, like, they ass probably ain't trying to slide for real. It's when your ass steady talking shit, and that's when motherfuckers be like, oh, this nigga think we some bitches or some shit.
Was rushed to the hospital, but there was nothing they could do for him, and he was tragically pronounced dead that day.
Just 5 minutes after Rolly posted that if someone wanted smoke, they could come to his home. When they arrived, authorities say they found Benz, who was in his 20s, shot dead in the parking lot of the IQ Apartments on Bruce B. Downs Boulevard.
Man.
Now, let's move on to King Von, because moments before he died, he had one last recording on IG Live. Everyone said the live seemed off since King Von was acting weird and not saying much on live as he usually does on live, because Von was just sitting in the club staring at the camera.
Why motherfuckers saying RP Uzi, RP Uzi? And the reason why Von probably was staring at the camera, because motherfucking, I think they said his autopsy, he was off that X. He was off them jiggers. On gang, he was busting. And he was drinking or some shit.
Bruh, on live. Seconds later into the live, things got even weirder because people started spamming RIP Uzi, even though Uzi isn't dead. Not long after getting off live and leaving the club, King Von spotted Quando Rondo just chilling and decided to run up on him. Vaughn started swinging on sight. It sparked a crazy fight, and both sides started letting off shots. And Quando Rondo's homie, Lil Tim, let out one shot that would end up taking Vaughn's life. After Vaughn's death, his manager, 100K Track, went on an interview with DJ Academics and spoke on the situation. And he says Vaughn wasn't in his right state of mind that night.
Security didn't know what was going on. His guys didn't know what was going on. He literally, off instinct and just not in the right state of mind, just jumped out and went to the situation. Like I said, he didn't even know where so-and-so was. Like, that's how unprepared the situation was.
And him saying that is what makes his last IG Live even more disturbing. But now, let's move on to probably one of the most disturbing situations ever caught on live. Indian Redboy is a rapper and gang member from California, associated with the Inglewood Bloods, who's known for beefing with the Rolling 60 Crips. Because a member of the Inglewood Bloods even defaced Nipsey Hussle's mural and tagged his name over his name to let them know who did it.
Now, why would they do some shit like that? I feel like, come on, bro. What's the point of really doing some shit like that, man? They ass don't get in my face, just be overly disrespectful.
And the Nipsey people didn't take this too well. So they made a video telling the Bloods, if they don't punish the guy named Capone who did that, they're going to take things into their own hands.
You got an issue coming, your own homies gonna beat the brakes off of you. You feel me? Because you got homies that love them. And you gonna come over here and put this baby Capone. All right, I bet you gonna change your name today. I bet you that. Y'all need to beat that right now before the homies mount up and come do some dumb y'all.
Not long after that video, Indian Redboy got into the situation, defended Capone, and went on to diss the Rolling 60s. But not long after all of this, Indian Redboy was chilling in his car, laughing with Capone on Instagram Live. But out of nowhere, you could hear shots going off in the background.
Like, you ain't got nothing on you right now. What would you do, fool? Damn about that, fool.
Redboy is then seen gasping for air. So Capone asked him for the location he was at. But Redboy could barely make out the words Hawthorne before passing away. Since the defacing of Nipsey's mural brought a lot of attention to the two of them, many people assume that this incident was their way of getting payback. But some say that's not true, since you have other people saying that he was shot over since he had switched on his gang. In fact, G's last recording is very disturbing as well. Fat G's is a rapper from Philly.
I heard that shit too. That it was some shit going on that he switched gangs or he got popped by a motherfucker his old hood or some shit. And I don't know what the fuck they said, but I heard that it wasn't about the Nipsey Hussle situation. But I don't know. It is weird that his ass got killed after the Nipsey Hussle situation. But you know how I be, bro. You never know what the whole situation could have been about.
Who lost his life in front of his house with the whole thing being caught on his doorbell camera. Fat was even cool with Meek Mill, and he was starting to get a buzz in the city. He ended up clicking up with a gang from his side of town called Zoo Gang. The gang beef was getting pretty crazy because one day, some of Fat's ops pulled up to his mom's crib and shot it up. He even spoke about the situation in an interview.
My little brother got shot, bro. I was like on Toro Uzi, I just dropped back to the basics. I was shaking, bro. Like, I was confident with money, like on music. I dropped an album, bro, and 2 days later, nigga shoot my house up.
But on March 17th, 2024, things would get crazy because Fat was chilling outside his mom's house until he noticed someone odd on his Ring camera. So we went up to talk and asked who they were, since he didn't want another shooting to go down at his crib.
In front of the house, what's wrong with you? And I knocked on his door and I asked him, who are you looking for? Talking about, go ahead. He just told me to go ahead.
Fat then tells someone on the phone that he's about to flame the dude's car, since he didn't know who it was. Not long after, Fat kept talking to the dude in the car. The driver eventually upped his gun on Fat and let him.
You see, I ain't gonna capture you. His ass can't be doing all that talking, acting tough, and then not pop a nigga, because I feel like they ass gonna end up just popping you first. Like, if you acting like that, saying, oh, I'm finna pop a nigga, I'm finna do this, you gotta actually pop a nigga. Because now once you said that, a nigga could probably go up now, nigga, like, I don't know when this nigga gonna shoot me, if he is gonna do it. So now they gonna have to pop you. You feel me? So like, I feel like if you didn't plan to pop a motherfucking when you walked outside, bro, you should have just stayed inside, gang. Cause it's like, bro, all that arguing shit, that's just gonna get you popped. You feel me? Like, for real. Like, motherfucker, you go out there, you see they ass tweaking, they on some other shit. Motherfucker, obviously, if they still right there after you said some shit, they on some bullshit on game. But you gonna have to blick their ass, so just go inside. But don't keep arguing, talking to them.
let off several shots, ending his life.
In front of my door, I'm about to flame this. Like, I'm about to flame this car right now. I don't know what's up because.
Yeah, the way Brody is pulling up, he just, hell yeah, bro. You got, hell no, I'm gonna be, boy, you gotta just blick their ass down, gang. Like, certain situations, bro, it's either you go inside or you shoot at their ass, bro. And this one of those situations. There's no reason why he should be standing by that doorway in that situation. Unless he finna shoot some shit.
Huh? Bro, somebody shut you up. Bro, are you listening to what I'm saying, bro? Somebody hit my crib up before, bro. You sitting in front of my crib, bro. Hit his crib up. Yo. What is wrong with him?
The video is very disturbing, and unfortunately, Fat lost his life this way. But in this next clip, we have this one local rapper who was sitting in the car with his family while on live until some of his ops snatched him out of the car and shot him several times. Because at first, you can see the man just vibing to the music. But seconds later, you hear someone snatch the doors open, and the man's girlfriend starts screaming as the shots are going off.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
And that's with how you move.
That's why you can't be sending no car, gang. That's the exact reason why you shouldn't be sending the car. Cause shit like that, most definitely, I ain't gonna count niggas. I haven't seen nobody get snatched out the car to get shot. But normally motherfuckers just shot. But I feel like I ain't gonna keep thinking about it. They probably did that shit because they knew someone was inside the car and they didn't want to hit nobody else but the target. You feel me? And that's pretty respectable instead of them shooting up the car knowing that he had other people inside the car and shit.
Especially if you're making a name for yourself in the streets. But you also have to do the same in jail. And unfortunately, rapper Money Sign Suede lost his life for moving wrong in prison. And another rapper almost got poked to death while behind bars. So click this.
All right, so I guess that's the end of that video on shit. It's motherfucking 6:10 a.m. And you know what the fuck that mean. I need to motherfucking, I'm gonna try to take a little nap real fast. Cause I gotta do other shit. We got a decent little reaction done, an hour and 24 minutes. So I'm gonna hop on live tomorrow and shit. Y'all be smooth, you feel me?